As promised today, I'm showing you how I made my linen covered bunny. Welcome back to my channel, Mini Days. So I'm going to be covering this paper mache or papier mache rabbit, just a nice size. You can pick these up online. I'm not sure how they make them, but they have this gorgeous ripple texture to them, which looks really nice when it's covered with fabric. So I've just cut out scraps of fabric here, different shapes and sizes from an old pair of linen trousers. So I'm just using this PVA bond. I find this is so very similar to fabric glue, just a lot less expensive. So I'm starting with the head area first. I'm just putting a really generous layer of glue on. You do find when you're doing this project you will have to keep reapplying the glue because it gets absorbed in. So it's really important just to do one section at a time. I like to do the head area, the face area first, just so it's not looking too bitty, you know, and then I like to just work down the body. By bitty I mean just too many raggy ends. I like to kind of smooth it over its face area. So just make sure all your ends are nicely flattened down and pushed into the grooves of the rabbit. You could probably use any type of fabric to do this, to be honest. This is fairly thin fabric. So to do the little nose area, the front area, I like to put a piece on hanging over the front like this, just so it looks like it's got a little bit of a beak at first. And then once that's all pressed on, just leave the underside a little bit loose like this. Now you can cover your bunny any way you want. It's just you get into doing things in certain ways, and I made quite a few of these to go on my wedding table displays. And I remember this is how I used to do the front. I just cut a little snip in the front and then just folded it over, and I almost gave it like a little bit of a nose. You will get full of glue doing this, so it's pointless washing your hands. Just wait until the end. So just keep applying sections of material, making sure each piece is down properly. Once you get down to the bottom area, where you'll find you can probably use bigger pieces of material, just make sure you've got enough to wrap over the bottom by about 1 inch. And then just cut little snips going along so this section can be nicely folded around the bottom of the rabbit. So once you've applied plenty of glue to this area, just one by one fold the little tabs in around the base of your rabbit. So once your rabbit is all completely covered, apart from the base area, just cut out a square of fabric bigger than its base, and then use a felt tip pen and carefully draw around the rabbit. I say carefully because I got a little bit ink on the rabbit and it just wouldn't rub off. It's smeared in, but I ended up having to cover it with a piece of fabric. So once you've drawn around the rabbit, it should look something like this. So just use a sharp pair of scissors to cut this out, but cut in from the pen line by about 1/4 inch. Once you've cut that out, just put plenty of glue on the base of the rabbit, and this piece will just nicely cover all of the ends on the bottom and give it a nice professional finish. Now I left my rabbit to dry overnight, so I don't really know how long it took. I don't think it takes too long. And then I just tied some twine around his neck once he was dry and tied it into a little bow, and I just popped him on my window ledge and put some little Easter eggs around him that I made last year. You might have seen these in my Easter DIY tree video last year. If not, I'll leave a link down below to where you can see that and to where you can buy this gorgeous little bunny from. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.